Okay, so boom. What up, family? What it do? Let's do this one time for the one time. It's been a little minute, you know what I'm saying? I took a little break, had to get my mental right, not just still grieving grandmama, but also just going through life and sometimes having to take a seat back and just realize how fast things done got to moving and the pressure of things and the demand of people and, you know what I'm saying, still trying to make sure I keep my ear open to be able to hear the Most High, keep my eyes open to be able to see Him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta realize that you ain't in survival mode no more. You know what I'm saying? In my survival mode, what I realized was I was always chasing and never having the time to really just sit back and chill, right? So now that I'm in a different place in life, I don't have to scramble. Sometimes now that I have the luxury, for lack of a better word, to be able to sit, chill, analyze, readjust, refocus, look at things and people for what and who they are. You know what I'm saying? Not just saying that it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? Realizing who I need to pour more into. You know what I'm saying? Who's poured into me, who haven't. You know what I'm saying? And not to detach myself completely away from people who haven't poured into me, but set a different boundary. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to disconnect from people just because they're not moving at the same pace as you. But you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? I do miss doing it. I'm about to have my first show out here in Dallas. I am putting a tour together. It's time to get on that stage. It's time to make more of this, you know what I'm saying, versus just making videos. As y'all know, I've been trying to get y'all more and more of me, you know what I'm saying, throughout my time, whether it been the skits, whether it been the movies, you know what I'm saying. I've always tried to continue to evolve more so than just speaking on this camera. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and get on that stage because I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all. Ali Sadiq, he good, but he just ain't me. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't me. That's just how I feel, though. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I wanted to drop this story on y'all about Tooth Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Tooth Reggie, man, was one of them old heads. You know what I'm saying? Had that penitentiary physique. You know what I'm saying? He walked around and he always had a good word. You know what I'm saying? He was similar to old head Nick, but he was one of them. He was one of them old school gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Used to be rolling 60 crib. You know what I'm saying? But he done kind of transitioned his life, but he would still go hard. You know what I'm saying? He always walked around with his Bible. You know what I'm saying? Teeth missing. He got that one teeth hanging, and he always sucking on the gun and he always had a chest piece in his pocket that he had carved himself. You know what I'm saying? That's what people said anyway. That was the room that he had carved himself. So he always, and he was one of them old heads that when he talking, you know what I'm saying, he just demanded the attention of the room. It'll come off as a certain type of intimidation or fear, you know what I'm saying? But really it was more so a respect thing, because even when you've been to penitentiary, if you don't put in work or whatever, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times it be the knowledge and the wisdom that you also have to offer, even though if you a go hard dude. He was one of them dudes when you sit down and talk to him, you know what I'm saying, he had a whole lot of sense. And then what he was locked up for, you know what I'm saying, at some point in your journey, when you reflect on what you locked up, not only what you locked up for, but for other things that you done, you know what I'm saying, you just start looking at life different. And that's kind of what happened to me, you know what I'm saying, over time. People focus on what you locked up for and don't realize sometimes you done got away with way more stuff than what you was even incarcerated for. So you got to look at the bigger picture of everything. But Reggie was one of the people that kind of showed me how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Other than Marcelli, Maxie, Murdoch, but old head Reggie for sure. So I'm walking I come out of the cell, right? And it's been one of them weeks where I'm thinking about things that I done, you know what I'm saying, and thinking about the case that I'm locked up for. And y'all done heard me say before that I always thought about people wanting revenge, not just for the case, but all the things. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about that. What that looks like when I get out of prison, and I'm wondering what it looked like. What if somebody get locked up that I done and come here that I done? Even though we from the same town, a lot of times, you know, the same town, we're gonna stick together. But at the same, I done some things, you know what I'm saying, that I know people, if they had the opportunity to right now, they still probably wouldn't go across my face. They probably still won't respect me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them dudes after you done time and you come home and it's all, you know what I'm saying, kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of them. I've watched people get out of prison and be able to stay in the community and be cool. I just wasn't one of them. I wasn't one of them that people was gonna look at. I was one of them that was man, at the end of the day, man, that's dude. I don't trust dude. Dude still what he always been. I don't care how much preaching he done did. I don't care how much success he got. I don't care what he talking about on the video. At the end of the day, that's dude. It's probably a lot of people that right now who probably think I'm still in the hitting licks and selling dope. I will guarantee you, a lot of people back home right now do not believe that my transformation is real. Before I caught my case, you know what I'm saying, I had got in touch. I had reached out a few times to, you know what I'm saying, not just the case that I was on, but to other people, you know what I'm saying, to try to reconcile, you know what I'm saying, situation. So I had kind of been going through the motions at the time. My daddy, I'm kind of fresh on the compound. My daddy done got shipped. Just a little bit after me and my brother got to fighting. He at the bottom of the hill. I'm out of the cell with Maxie. I'm upstairs. I'm in the cell with Than at the time. And it's just one of them moments where, and my daddy had a website called The Apology Project. The Apology Project was based on being able to reach out to your victims and apologize like through a third party, because you're not, it's not legal. It's against the law, I think, to reach out to the people that are victims, you know what I'm saying, directly. So he created basically a third party to where if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, to show your sympathy or empathy or whatever the case may be, and you wanted to apologize, like you could go through the website. So I'm coming out of the cell. I'm finna go cook. You know what I'm saying? I got my noodles and stuff in the bowl, and I'm going as I'm going down the steps. I see Black James, and he instantly, man, what's up? What we cooking, Joe T? What we cooking? I said, man, this is solo, man. This is a personal today, man. This is a personal, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get ready to get my workout in. I got to put a little protein in me or what? You know what I'm saying? He said, man, you should have went on and got you some oatmeal with some peanut butter in it. But as I'm walking, I see Reggie. I ain't really had no conversations with Reggie at this point. You know what I'm saying? I done been at the domino table when he done schooled people, you know what I'm saying, and said the stuff he done said. I'm just one of them to sit back and observe Reggie. I don't really fool Reggie. And he had one of them jackets on him. They back in the day, you know what I'm saying, he'll take something, you know what I'm saying? You owe him some money, he go upside your head, boom, 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 boom. And it's cool, and they ain't gonna put him in the rack or nothing. But he was also one of them that had the female, that had the guards, you know what I'm saying? And he was also one of them that was the big homie on, and he was also one of them with the moves. He one of them that done everything in the penitentiary that you can dream of, that you can think of, you know what I'm saying? And he done did it and still had the utmost respect. I seen several dudes like that. You would think at some point in the penitentiary when you done slept with a boy tag on you, you know what I'm saying? Your respect is gone. He wasn't one of them. He gonna go upside your face. And his teeth, and then he had a big bust. He had like a big split on his shoulder to where it was a wall at one point at South Central, and somebody, I don't know what they supposed they hit him with, but it busted his shoulder open, and he had a little limp, so I'm coming down, I'm going to the microwave, his cell down in the corner where the dude that I took the phone from, the cell that he was in that cell now. So I'm coming out, he come out of the cell, I done passed Black Giant. I'm going to the microwave. He got his cup in. He got his coffee cup in his hand, and he got his Bible in the other hand. He walking over to me. So he walking over to the microwave. We get to the microwave almost at the same time. So he was like, man, hey, young blood, that's what, young blood, let me put that coffee in there first. I know you finna warm your food, gonna take a little time. He like, what you finna make? What you finna make? You finna make your old spread? You finna make your spread? Like, he got one tooth, I'm trying to tooth hang, he just fucking going, you know, he finna make you a little spread. I said, yeah. He said, man, you done drown that thing, man. He said, man, no. You ain't finna make no spread, man. It look like you done made a bath. You got that thing in the bathtub, man. He said, man, you can't put that water on there like that, man. He popped the microwave. So when he popped the microwave, he put the coffee in there and put the hot water in there. As he's standing out to the side, I'm on guard. I don't know what he on, I done heard so much, you know what I'm saying? He like, man, your daddy created that apology project thing, right? You know, I was down there in Morgan County. He thumbing the page like it. You know, I was down there in Morgan County, man. Me and your pop, you know what I'm saying? We used to play chess all the time. You know what I'm saying? You ever want to get on that board? He pulled out his chess piece that you ever want to get on that board? We get on that board, but man, yeah, man, he had challenged me one time. Man, asked me if I wanted to do it. And at first I was like, man, I ain't trying to do nothing like that, man. And it just so happened is that I'm thinking about some things. Not that I just want to write, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I think it's healthy for you to express what and acknowledge what you have done to people, like maybe they mentals and stuff. Cause like when we did that stuff, commercial break me please. When we did that stuff in Atlanta, I still wonder, like, I wonder what they life like today. Like, I done kicked in people, I done been in people's houses, you know what I'm saying? Iron on them, you know what I'm saying? They kids, it was in there. Like, I be wondering, you know, cause as black people, I know it become a sense of normalcy. And when those things come like to the point of where you sleep and you hear pa 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 pa, and you say to yourself, man, they out there shooting again. Like that's trauma. That's traumatic. Like that. Like how that ain't. Hey, like it ain't no sense of urgency to like this is not cool. Like you just done got used to it. Like that's just not cool. You know. So he bringing it up to me and he talking about it, and I'm wondering, like, how do you, other than me calling my uncle Squeak all the time, you know what I'm saying? I used to talk to him about certain things, but other than that, a lot of this stuff still bottled up. It's still bottled in. I don't know how I made these people feel, and at this point, I done started to gain some kind of a little conscience, you know what I'm saying? I'm isolated. I'm wondering how these people feel, right? So I put my bowl in, he mob on, I'm gonna get on up with you, little Joe T, man. Ain't they kids, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you wanna get on that board, we get on that board, you know what I'm saying? I'll teach you a thing or two, right? I said, that was, I said, boom, he walk out, boom. I put the food in there, Black Giant pull up on me, skirt. I'm looking at him, he looking at me, we looking at each other. Man, why I can't get in on the meal, Joe? See, man. I said, man, I just told you, this a person, man, I'm Black Giant, I'm finna get ready. He hit me in the chest, boom, 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 boom. He was like, man, yeah, go on, get your weight up there. Then he, go on, get your weight up, go on, get your weight up, you ain't ready. I said, man, quit playing with me, man. He was like, man, what are you talking about? He do the little thing, you know what? What are you talking about? I said, man, he ain't talking about nothing, man. He was just talking about the apology project my daddy had came up with back in the day. He was like, your pop, man, I heard a lot of stuff about your pop. He was like, what's the apology project? And I explained to him what it was. By the time, ding, the microwave call, boom. He like, man, come on, Joe T, man, let me give you a hand for a summer size or something, man. Just give me one little rap. I said, man, this is a personal Black Giant, man. Dang, man. So I mob on now. I go to the cell where I go and sell my cellar in there. My cellar, sometimes you could feel people, what people got going on, you know what I'm saying? And your cellar probably your cellar is the closest thing to you in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Because over time, depending on how long you and your cellar done rocked in the cell, you know what I'm saying? It kind of turned into, hey, what's up? What's on your, like, what's up, cellar? You know what I'm saying? So I walk in the cell, close the door, right? Boom. I sit the bowl down. What's up, cellar? It must have been the tone. My celly don't say nothing first, you know what I'm saying? I know, cause he laid back on the bunk, right? He watching TV. He like, I ain't doing. He was like, what you finna make? And when I tell him what I'm finna make, I was like, man, I'm finna eat real quick, then I'm finna work out. Then my celly, he raised up, and as I'm getting my stuff to make the meal, he kept looking over. He like, man, what's up, bro? I'm like, man, what you mean, what's up? He get up, cause sometimes, man, you gotta find a way to really get a person to open up to talk, right? So he get up, he like, man, what's up, man? I like, man, what's up, man? He like, man, you been walking around here, you know what I'm saying, with your head down, you been such, you been a little quiet, man. He was like, what I do, Sally? I said, man, you ain't did nothing. He said, man, I know you, Joe T. He said, man, something off. He said, man, you ain't been yourself these last couple days. You been to yourself, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? He bring up his time. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you one of them dudes, man, that's very fortunate in the penitentiary. He was like, man, just keep that in mind, man. He was like, man, I got such time, man. He was like, it's hard to get in touch with my family, you know what I'm saying? I don't get to talk to my daughter, this, and that. He just started running stuff down to me to try to help me put things in perspective, right? And I was like, man, I'm good, Sally, man. I promise you I'm good. He was like, man, you know I'm here, man. If you want to rap, you know what I'm saying? We can sit down, you know what I'm saying? We can rap, whatever. At that point, pop. Hey, G-Body, man, GB the reason, folks. GB, I said, man, my said, he lay down. He said, all right, COS. Man, what's up, folks? Come on in, bro. He popped it up. Man, bless his cell, bro. Boom. He put the violation up on. Hey, look, man, folk, them, I'm over here with folk, you know what I'm saying? They in there gambling or whatever, right? He already telling. He already know where this is going. I already know where it's going as soon as he throw up gambling. They over at gambling, right? They got the little dice game going on. So I get in, you know what I'm saying? And bro, I get to going, and then bro talking about, man, let's keep going. He was like, man, I got about 50, 60 more over in the house. That's what they call it, selling. That's what he called. I said, man, it's a sale. Whatever, Joe T. But look, he tell me, man, I got about 50, 60 more comments, you know what I'm saying, in the house or whatever. I already done hit him for about $10, $15, right? At that point, he still talking about, come on, let's keep going, Joe T. I'm talking about, I'm in there stinging him, Joe T. I'm talking about, Joe T. I'm in there, boom, I'm talking about 7-11, boom, boom, point. I'm hitting him, I get him up about 20, right? I tell him, man, bro, hey, folks, hold on, bro, TP, folks. I'm up $20, $25, bro. Just go over and get the food so I know you got it, right? He talking about, bro, I got the food, bro. I got the food. So I get up, I put the dice in my pocket, y'all. I'm talking about, I put the dice in my pocket. He talking about, man, what you putting the dice in your pocket for? They his dice, OT. I ain't even knowing they his dice, right? I just put the dice in my pocket and told folk, you know what I'm saying? At this point, one of Cuz, it's 33 in there, right? Cuz standing up talking about, hey, come on, man, y'all holding the dice game up for real, bro. I done lost $10, $15 in here. I don't know what y'all got going on, folk, but folk, y'all need to remove, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I'm trying to get my where's the Zuzu back. I tell Cuz, man, hold on real quick, hold on, Cuz. Now, so when I put my hand on Cuz, I'm putting my hand out. I told Cuz, hey, Cuz, don't put your hand on. At this point, but bro holler, man, folk, them my dice, folk. Just give me, bro, that bad sportsmanship, folk. I said, what you mean bad sportsmanship? Bro, you such and such, bro. I done told, I'm up 20, 25, bro. I'm telling you, go over and get your food so I can know you got the money, folk. You keep on button. Cuz was like, hey, Cuz, don't put your hand. Folk holler, man, hold on, Cuz, I got it, Cuz, I got it. He was like, folk, you need to remove yourself for sportsmanship. Man, Joe T, I don't know what kind of game he running. He talking about, come on my dice, folk, come on my dice. So I go in my pocket, I throw the dice down on the ground. I say, man, folk, I want my money, folk. One of the other brothers talking about, yeah, bro, let's go on this. Let's just chill, bro. There's other oppositions in here. The 33 holler, opposition? Man, hold on. What y'all on here? The other Cuz jump up talking about, hey, Cuz, just chill. Nah, Cuz, they using words like opposition and whatever him and folk got going on, because folk probably ain't got that money. Like, they need to come on, man. We gambling in here, Cuz. Ain't nobody on that, Cuz. He was like, man, we chill. So at that point, Joe T, I'm like, that was up. I'm finna mob on now, right? I'm already knowing what's going on, Joe T. He in there betting on ice, right? He in there betting on, you know what I'm saying? He probably found a way. I'm finna get folk up out of here now because he done got loud. I'm gonna hustle back up on my money. I'm gonna tell them, yeah, I owe bro 20, 25. I got another 25 at the house or whatever. Then they probably gonna keep going. Next thing you know, he gonna be in a situation with one of the 33, right? So one of the folks, I leave on out of the cell, you know what I'm saying? Boom, take my, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to lose what I want anyway. So I mob out the cell. Man, I go to the cell, man, about 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I go in there and foul, right? I go in there and foul, but I'm finna whoop, bro. They come knock on the door, bro, come over, pow. Hey, folk, let me holler at you real, let me holler at you real quick. I told, man, bro, I don't even want to rap. I know who it is, one of the brothers that was over there, right? Man, focus, man, come on, bro. I need to put you up on something. Man, come on in, folks. He popped it up. He come in talking about, man, bless his soul, G. So he done got into it with one of the 33s over there, too. Man, I don't care what he do. As long as he go over there and get what he owe me, I don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm up 30, 40, you know what I'm saying? He bring it over. I don't want about 50. I don't even care what folk got going on. You know what I'm saying? He don't take that up. So he was like, so, the grip, you know what I'm saying? 33 told him the same thing, right? 33 told him the same thing. 33 grabbed the dice. He talking about, man, I got you, man. Hold on, I got you. He being all cool and told the crib, like, the 33, like, man, come on. He popped the door, boom. Folk walk behind the 33 with his head down and anything. They done went to folks saying, I'm following him. I'm AAing him, right? You don't know what AA is. And let me know you ain't never been to the penitentiary. You ain't never been to the penitentiary. I advise you to never go to the penitentiary. So I AA him, right? It's another crib. Me and the crib walking behind him. The crib talking, man, I ain't even trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, bro, told bro not to be, you know what I'm saying? I hope he got that comment. Cuz gonna holler. I hope he got it in there too. I guess Cuz, bro, hear him, bro, turn around, tell me, what you mean he hope I got it in there? Hey, bro, quit playing with me. He addressing me, bro. He addressed me like I done did something wrong. I said, man, folks, he just said he hope you got the money, Cuz. He hope you got the money, bro. So we get the bruh cell. Soon as we walk in there, ain't no commissary in there, folks. That's what bruh tell me, Joe T. He said, hey, I'm talking about naked in there like somebody just got off the train. I'm talking about he ain't got nothing in there but a bunk. He ain't got nothing, his bunk in there, a mat, his bedroll, and a hat and an indigent packet on the hat. I'm talking about in bags on GD, folks. I'm talking about on the hammer, folks. So we walk in and said, I look at like his cell ain't even got no. I'm talking about they ain't got a TV in there. Man, look, 33 said, man, I want my money back tonight, folks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to rap about. Nothing to rap about. I ain't gonna holler at none of your folk, none of that, cuz. You know what I'm saying? It's on neighborhood life. So he done, folk holler. Man, I got you, man. Cuz said that ain't even straight, but you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, cuz, like, for real, that's the whack right there. Cuz walk out the room, folks say, man, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro. I owe the box this and I owe the box this. So take out what I went it is. Went over and hollered at, hey, folks, hey, GB the reason, folks. They popped it up. They in there getting high and anything doing. They ain't got nothing to do with me though, Joe T. I said, man, let me see the numbers, man. They said, man, well, hold on, folks. Now, folks, man, come on, folk over here betting on ice. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he old Larry and everything. Like, man, bro, finna roll up out of here. Like, for real, I don't know what folk got going on. He in here starting stuff, you know what I'm saying? He into it with the crib. He older. What folk older about? That's all I want to know. I don't even care about nobody. Folk owe me, folk owe 33, folk owe Larry, man. Folk finna go to the back, cuz. Folk finna go to the back, bro. They like, who you talking about? Joe T. Why he owe everybody, folk? Do he owe you, Joe T? Be real, Than. Do he owe you? Nah. Don't. Than scared. He probably owe everybody too. Do he owe you though, Joe T? I said, man, nah, bro. I'm telling you, Joe T. He gotta have my bread tonight. 33 said he want his bread tonight. Folk them said they want their bread tonight. And guess what? Larry want his too. I'm talking about that's on the G. I'm talking about that's on the ball. I'm talking about. I said, look here, folks. I don't even really want to deal with this right now. What you mean? You the COS, bro. I already done hollering at the PC. I'm hollering at you. Like, we need to rectify this situation. I said, man, look, I'm going to go holler at folk and see. He like, folk, hold on, folk. I don't know what you got going on, bro. But you need to put your feelings in your pocket, bro, and quit wearing them on your sleeve, bro. Put them in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You need to handle the business like GD be the reason, man. Folks, such and such, boom, boom, boom. I said, folk, I got you, bro. Can you remove yourself out of my cell? GD on there. I said, GD on there, folks. A said, Stan, man, get your celly, man. I said, man, folk, I'm good, folks. Take my violation down. Come on up out my cell. He walk out the cell, my celly raised up again. Boom. I knew something was wrong, Joe T. Something else. Like, you ain't say nothing, you ain't doing. He was like, man, you good? I said, folk, I'm good, folk. I finished, I make my rap, boom. Wrap it up my celly. Man, can I get one, G? Yeah, go on get you one. He was like, you good? I said, yeah, I'm finna go down and holler at folk. I come out of the cell. I see him walking with another brother. Hey, G. Hey, come up here and holler at me real quick. All right, give me 1 second, Joe T. I said, now, come holler at me, bro. Because I don't even normally move like that. My body language. Now, come holler at me now. At this point, the part, everybody kind of shifting, right? I keep walking because where he at, he on the other, where the other set of steps at. So I'm walking in that direction to that set of steps. Old head Nick come out of the cell, he hear me, right? I walk behind, he sitting on the rail. I walk behind him, man, you good? I like, yeah, I'm straight. He was like, man, don't get yourself in no trouble. At this point, I see Tooth Reggie. He by the stern where dude coming up at. I look down and dude come up the steps and he lean in. I don't know what he say to bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro turn over, you know what I'm saying? All I see is bro do this right here, right? He coming up the step. He meet me halfway. I said, bro, walk with this way with me, bro. He was like, man, what's up, folks? I said, bro, you need to pay everybody, bro. It's finna be an issue. Folk, you don't even know what happened. I said, I don't even care what happened. No, bro, that ain't even. I said, if I gotta strike it up and I put you on and I put you on trial, I call the OD and I call these witnesses in, is anything you finna say gonna matter? Listen, folk, listen, folk, listen, folk. I said, was you in there gambling without no money, bro? We ain't even gotta talk about you owing nobody else, what you told 1030, why you owe folk them this, and what you owe for. Folk, listen to me, folk. I don't care by this time we over by the window. I don't care if you getting high. I don't care what you got going on, why it's going on. I don't care nothing about your people. Folk, I don't care nothing about none of that. Was you betting? Was you in there gambling without money, folk? So that's what I'm finna say, Joe T. I got the money. The white boy owed me. I said, dude, the white boy got it, folk. At this point, one of the brothers stepped out. Hey, G, y'all too loud, folk. We ain't doing it like that, bro. Y'all can use my cell if y'all want to. I said, man, come on in the cell, folk. So we walking over to the cell. Dude step out. He like, man, you need me to step out? I said, yeah, man. He go back in. We walking in the cell. Oh, man, bless his cell. He grabbed his charger. Hey, man, I'm finna put you in my pocket real quick. Hold on, I'm finna let folk them use the cell. Hey, G, when you, yeah. I said, man, come on in the cell, folk. He here talking about using the phone. Bro, put the phone in the pocket. We step in. So, what I'm saying, look. So the white boy owe me the money. The white boy owed me $50, OT. He gonna get the commissary today. He just waiting on dude that he buy the commissary from. So I wasn't betting without it. But when we go over there to the sale, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got the food on me, but I got the money, OT. I said, folk, you sitting up here telling me that you betting off another man's word. He ain't even got it yet. Want me go get him so I can. I said, who is it? He say who it is. Come on, Joe T, we can go down there. I want to bang him up now. I said, come on, let's go on down there. Because now, commercial break me, please. I got to get my frustrations off a whole nother way. And he don't even know I'm finna take out everything I'm feeling on him. But he really doing it to himself too at the same time. So we come out of the cell, we walk down, we go down to the white boy, say, hey, what's up? Man, you good? Yeah, come on in, folks. We step in the cell. Man, bless his cell. He jumped straight up. Oh, what's going on, Joe T? You all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. What's up? He was like, man, I ain't doing nothing, man. He was like, what's going on? He said, man, look, so I done got in a little situation or whatever, man. I was just telling Joe T. I said, man, forget all that. Do you owe him? Do you got the commissary you supposed to be? So look, about that. So, my people, I'm going to get the money today. But the guy with the commissary, he's waiting for everybody to pay him. He don't have all the things that I want. I said, well, he don't need all of them certain items. He need just $50 with the commissary. Well, I ain't gonna have 50. I got 30. I told him I'd give him 30 because I looking for. So, Joe T, I'm telling you, bro, I said, ain't you lying? Pay everybody by the end of the day. See, man, hold on real quick, Joe T, man. I said, now you finna thought dude finna cover for you. Joe T, man, I ain't trying to be in the middle of nothing the gangsters got going on, man. Hey, I don't know what he said or what he told y'all, man, but I told him, man, hey, I can do 30, you know what I'm saying, for what we had going on with this 50 and all this, man. That other 20, I told him I was getting 50. If I don't want nobody to misunderstand what I said. Now, I owed him, I was going to give him 30, my other 20, and then, I wanted to get certain items, you know what I'm saying, and he always let me get certain items because I always, and then when I'm spending it, he's only messing with me because I spend all the time, so I was already going to only get 45. So I was going to give him, and then I was trying to get mine, but I didn't know, Joe T, I ain't trying. I said, no, you good. So I'm walking out of the cell, folks say, man, you tripping. Man, I ain't trying to be in the middle of that gang stuff, man. What else? So I mob out of the cell. I go back up to the cell. My cell, he eating, man. Everything straight. Yeah, everything was cool. I thought, yeah, you open my chips up? Man, LT, them chips was already open, so you know what, don't even worry about it. It's just one of them days. Everything bothered me. I wouldn't even ask my cell or nothing like that. 2-3 days go by. I see old head Reggie. He sitting down at the table. Yo, hey, come here real quick, young blood. Come here real quick, young blood. I sit down. He was like, he got some food. He making a wrap, right? And he slapped me the bowl and the tortillas here. Go on, get you one there right there. Let me know what they taste like right there, Joe T. Put you some of that red sauce on them too. Put you some of that red sauce on them. Go on her. He slapped me the chip, crunchy chips up. Put your little chips on there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what they taste like right on. Let me know what they taste like. I don't know what my guy got going on, but I ain't finna turn him down. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna go on and eat one, right? So I'm making it right over here. He was like, man, you know, people think what they want to think about me, Joe T. He's like, man, but you know, I done did my time like a man, you know, and took it on the chin, you know, everything that I done did and doing my time, man, and you know, and while I'm in here, but like your daddy challenged me, you know, I thought that was crazy to do. I was wondering, you know, if he had ever challenged you to do what I know he was challenging other men. I'm wondering if he ever challenged his son, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, I ain't know right nobody. I said, man, he said, see, that's that same attitude I had. That's that same attitude I had. But then I realized you live in prison, man, until you can rectify and you can mend, you know what I'm saying, with the people that you done stuff to, you know what I'm saying? He said, real men apologize, you know. Now I can understand in certain situations, Joe T, you know, you just go on about your life. He was like, but in certain cases, you know, sometimes in order to free yourself, you got to and as he's saying all of this, I think about this stuff all the time, right? I think about this stuff all the time. Just wondering how people felt, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep on. Sometimes I believe, now in some cases it's true. I believe that changing behavior is the best apology. Even if I didn't get to say nothing to you. Maybe you seeing me change my life, you know what I'm saying, and the redemption that's starting to take place, you look at it as I'm honoring, I understand what I did was wrong. Some things are deserving of an apology. Some things are deserving of saying, hey, man, I wronged you. Or just really having a conversation with yourself to acknowledge and really understand what you did. All of them things matter. That's me personally, in my opinion. When moving forward in life, you have to take accountability for your action. It ain't got nothing to do with what they done, the environment, how you was raised, none of that. When you grown and you start looking at your actions and you start seeing, I understand why I did that. That was wrong though. You gotta get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like making this girl drink bleach, kicking her in the stomach. You know, the case, the robbery, selling like the stuff my homeboy sleeping with his gal, and this happened, and lying to this person, hitting this lick, and all that stuff. You know, you sit back and you just wonder, you know what I'm saying, and you take accountability, because in it, I'm saying, nah, we in the street. You know what I'm saying? You take what go, but it hunted me too. It was hunting me. So while we having this conversation, and he tells me he had to write, he wrote, he never submitted it. He wrote it though. He was like, you know, until then, you still in prison. You know what I'm saying? You still in prison up here, whether you get out of here or not. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, man, they could free you to an extent. I said, man, what you did? Man. When I said, it looked like it still hunted him in his eyes, like you could tell, you know, it looked like I'm finna relive and understand, you know, I threw my life away. All the stuff I had to go through while I was in here. Stuff my people done went through while they was free, all the stuff I done took for granted. And it was also, this is an opportunity to him, probably to witness. He got his word in his hand. It's an opportunity to share, you know what I'm saying, and acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, the predicament that they put me in. He don't know how much time I got at the time, but I'm sure that conversation, you know what I'm saying, and you got an opportunity, right? Man, Joe T, man, I ended up killing this dude, man, and my girl, man, over $80 in a lie. Yeah. Man, so, man, I'm dealing with this girl, Joe T. He pulled a chess piece out, set it down. I'm looking at the chess piece. It looked like a queen. It ain't all the way finished, though. He pulled it out. So, I'm dealing with this girl, man, and I liked her. I really did. I liked her, right? So I run into dude. I run into one, you know what I'm saying, dude I grew up with around the neighborhood, man. And he told me, he was like, man, you tell that B, he called out her name, you tell that B, you better pay me my $80. So when he say that, I'm saying, who you talking about? So Joe T, he said, that B you fooling with. He said, you tell that B I better have my $80 by the end of the week. So I asked, wait a minute, you ain't gonna disrespect my lady like that. And what she owe you $80 for? He said, yo, that ain't your, that's both of ours. Till he get to going on, we get into it, boom, 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 we fight, boom, boom, boom. I smash him pretty bad, right? I smash him. I get on, go about my business. Till I go to the house, you know, and I ask her what's going on. She get to talking about this and talking about that. And I told her, you know what I'm saying, well, I done put my hands on this man because this man done disrespect you and this, and that. And she haul off and say, I really didn't want neither one of y'all. You always this and you always that, and you control it, Joe T. I had a little feeling for her, so she kind of let me know. So before I knew it, I done flashed out. And, you know, she was gone before I even realized. And at that point, I said, I might well go and get him too. Don't I go back around there where he at, you know, he hanging with a couple people. I get out, I got my pistol on me, you know, I walk up and he get to talking crazy. I don't even say nothing. I just looked at him. He ain't know I already threw my life away 30 minutes ago. He ain't know he was doing his away. You know, I'm sitting there looking at him. I'm watching everybody watching me. I'm watching them, and we all watching each other, right? And as he kept going and going, I said, he don't even know this is last time. Saying whatever he about to say, and boom, 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 boom. And everybody was like, man, hey, white Reggie, you tripping, Reggie, you tripping. Don't tell you, I got in the car and I drove home, you know, made me something to eat. And she was still laying in there, man. Police came, kicked the door, boom, boom. I went to jail, you know what was going on, 30-some years, man. And yeah, man, no. I knew both of their families or whatever. And like I said, on my dad, when your daddy, man, I ain't writing that, but you know, I had done some things in my life, and I sit down and wrote them things down, Joe T. And when I wrote them down in the details, you know, it was tugging on my heart, knowing the type of things that I had did, even the things that I done said. And I think what a lot of young black men, that's what a lot of us lack, a different kind of accountability and acknowledgement when it comes to our feelings, Joe T. I don't think we be realizing what it do to a man when you live like that, and then you ain't had time to really process things, and you just keep going and turn you into a different kind of monster. So Joe T, I come in the penitentiary early. What said, how old you here, Joe T? At that time, I'm 20-something. Yeah. You born, when you born, Joe T? I said, I born 87. Yeah. I was in penitentiary probably a year or two after that. I'm on 89. You finna go into 90. Yeah, I've been gone for a long time. So look. So when I come in the penitentiary, I come in with that same mentality. The penitentiary was the penitentiary then, Joe T, you know. Yeah, I seen a lot of stuff early on. You know what I'm saying? Jumped in the gang banging, as you know, in the neighborhood. And, you know what I'm saying? Came to big homie, you know what I'm saying? 5-6 years in. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I had to do to the homeboys. You see this mark right here, you know what I'm saying? But I got another stab wound right here. You know what I'm saying? You see my teeth, you know what I'm saying? They call me Tooth Reggie right here. But, you know, your dad had challenged me. You know, I had a lot of pent up hurt and pain in me. You know what I'm saying? Being in the penitentiary all that time, and then, you know, all the stuff I had did. So I just wondered if your dad had ever challenged you, you know, to do the same thing he challenged us men to do. I said, you know, he told me about the project and stuff, and I was like, dang. He was like, yeah. He was like, take a look around you, Joe T. So I examined the room. I'm here like, how they? I said, yeah, I heard busting. Yeah, I know it. They say you put too much water on, you don't put too much water in it. You know what I'm saying? Put your seasoning and stuff on there, right? I'm gonna help you though. I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you on that chessboard and whatever. He said this piece right here, you know what I'm saying? I scrape a little bit of it. I carve a little bit in it every day. You know what I'm saying? It's my process of how long it's taken the Most High to really mold me into what I really should have been my whole life. So I didn't rush it, you know what I'm saying? Over time, you know, depending on how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking, I'll cut a little piece in it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but as you can see, you know, I done, like at the bottom right here, you see the dress and stuff. I chip little things in it, you know what I'm saying? Because how long it take to really get to that point, you know, a lot of things got to be carved and shaped and, you know, all these things. So I'm treating this queen right here with the process I need to treat my own life with. A lot of people don't understand that I'm great at chess, but that's why I carry that piece in. And I believe that chess is the game of life. So, yeah, then as you can see, I keep my sword on me, but even in here, I got to keep my sword on me, Joe T. So, yeah, man, I was just wondering, man, if you ever just sitting in your cell and your thoughts running and this and that, he was like, man, write it down and look at what you done. And when you able to do that, you know, it'll change you into a different person and really help you move forward in life, Joe T. I said, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. He was like, yeah, man. And yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with you, man. I feel like I kind of owe that conversation to you, man. Your daddy did a lot for me. So I wanted to let you know, yeah. I don't know what you ever dealing with, but if you ain't done that, I want to challenge you to do it. So I ended up doing it, but it was later on in my sentence, right? I ain't never said too much, but I sit down one time, because I made a list. That's why I know the count of the women and everything. My memory is great. I wrote down all the names of the women at one point. And as I wrote down the names of the women, I remembered almost every situation. I remembered the game. I remembered how it planned out, how I quit answering the phone. I thought about all of that. You know, I was young at the time, so we both contribute to each other's trauma in some effect. You know what I'm saying? But I was more so on the misleading end majority of the time. I thought about all the licks, how I got over on people. I thought about just how conniving and manipulative that I was. You know what I'm saying? I thought about a lot of things that my mama said, lies I told my mama, like just all kind of stuff I got my homeboys into, sleeping with my homeboys. Like I went over all these things in my head, right? And I'm writing it out, remember these situations, and I got to see really how foul and awful I really was. Like I was a different type of, I don't know, cunning. I was a different type of cunning. So I write all this stuff down, and I had to ask myself, does a lot of that hurt and pain come out and bleed on people who didn't cut me? Same thing with not having my dad in my life. It was a couple of moments where I felt, you know what I'm saying, fatherless. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, you know what I'm saying, come out. But even in the penitentiary, in moments like the situation with the money, I'm finna bleed on people because of how I'm feeling. When you able to process your emotions, you able to deal with situations different. So after I had that conversation and whatever, like I didn't do it till later on, but I took heed of what he said. Bro come to my cell the next day about the money. Joe T, man, hey, bro, if you ain't busy, I can hear it, he spook. Bro, if you ain't busy, bro, I want to holler at you, man, I'm going to be down in my cell. I said, man, come on in, bro. He popped the door. Man, bless his cell, folks, you good? He closed the door, boom. I hit him, yeah, I'm straight, bro, what's up? He like, oh, yeah, bro, I wanted to call. I said, before you even say it, I said, bro, I want to apologize to you about the other day. We was out on the rock, you know what I'm saying? I'm being disrespectful. Nah, you good, folks. You don't owe me no apology, bro. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong, bro, for doing that. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was really just trying to, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. And, man, you already know how it goes, Joe T. I said, but look, I said, yeah, I understand that's bad. I said, but you know what I'm saying, we're being, you know what I'm saying, we're being G-body, you know what I'm saying, bro? We just got certain, you know what I'm saying, God, you know what I'm saying, things we got to stand on, you know what I'm saying, certain principles and law. You already know how it go. And then he was like, yeah, bro, we got a lot of folks, the GD police. I said, we ain't gonna say they GD police. They just standing on what, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, bro, when bro called me out in there, bro, I was really like, I ain't trying to say I ain't really had it, but I had it. But I was hoping folk were gonna be more understanding, knowing I wasn't gonna get over him. You know what I'm saying? I would have pulled it on the opposition before him. You know what I'm saying? He just so happened to be the one that I was betting. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping, bro, understand what I got going on. And then by the time, but you know what I'm saying? If it would have went down, bro, and it was my fault, bro, I would have took it. You know what I'm saying? I would have took it on the chin, JT. I was really just trying to hustle. You know what I'm saying? And get it. You know what I'm saying? And then if I could have came up and got that, JT, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. I got caught. So, bro, I want to come over here and apologize to you too. I ain't took care of everybody, but you know what I'm saying? I took care of folk. I took care of, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm up on the box, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm going to get everybody else paid. I just want to come over and holler at you, bro, and let you know, man, bro, I wasn't on there. I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? But y'all doing that to me, bro, made me real mad, bro. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, I just want to come over and holler at you and let you know. I said, that what's up. I said, but, bro, you know my word is my bond, right? He said, yeah. I said, bro, I said, everybody got to be paid. Yeah, I'm just saying, I got Larry paid. You know what I'm saying? I hollered at them. And them was, you know what I'm saying? They see that I'm, you know what I'm saying? I was just letting you know. I said, yeah, but I said, everybody need to be paid. I said, I apologize. I said, well, at the end of the day, you know. So what's up, bro? What is it? I said, everybody need to be paid. And it's been, you know what I'm saying, a day or two in it, bro. Ain't nobody came and hollered at me. He was like, yeah, because I took care of it, bro. So I said, I gotta put you in V. For what, folks? I said, because you in debt and then all this situation, bro. I said, I apologize for how I approached you. I said, well, my word is my bond, you know what I'm saying? When it comes, you know. But you ain't even put it on the hammer, Joe T. You didn't even put it on Larry. You just said, bro, you need to have everybody paid. So, bro, you can have some sympathy. You can reconsider. You can, you know, you did do this and do that. Dang, folks, you want to get the folks to punch on me? I said, no, I don't want to let the folks punch on me. I said, well, you know, I got to be a man of my word. Man, so what I need to do, folks, I'm going to get to the end of the day. Man. You don't do that for real, Joe T. I said, I have to keep my word. I got to let you know that I keep my word. Man, I already done paid Larry, bro. Just go on, give me a fine or something, bro. I ain't trying to get punched on, Joe T, man. Joe T, do I need to get on my knees and throw it? You know, come on, man. Come on, folks. I said, folks, come on up out myself, bro. I love you, Joe T. You know, I love you, G. I said, I love you too, folks. But take care of it. What if I can't get it today? We're going to find out. Video, man. I love you, bro. Hey, folks. What's up, COS, Joe D? I said, man, you going to be good. For real, folks. Man, I appreciate that. That's why I fool with you. But take care of it. All right, bro. Boom, he mob out of the cell. Listen, let me explain something to you. A lot of time when people treat you a certain type of way or saying certain things, it ain't even because they ain't with you. It's probably something that's going on with them. They processing the information different than they bleeding on you. They ain't even really wanting to do what they done. They ain't really wanting to say it the way that they said it. They got other things in life going on that they ain't processed. So now you don't even understand. You just getting did a lot of times in my life. I appreciate old head Reggie. A lot of old heads in the same, you know what I'm saying, conversation. But I got some more Reggie. I got some more stories about Reggie. But y'all already know what time it is, and I'm finna bring the membership back.